What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from Unsleeved Media, and it's time for Hour of Devastation. I mean, what time is it? It's the Hour of Devastation. It's Hour of Devastation time. Stop Devastation time. I don't know. One of those things. Here we have the official Hour of Devastation Fat Pack release. If you're checking this out, it will be part of a playlist of all my Hour of Devastation product openings. I've got the official Fat Pack, I've got the official booster box, and then in a week, I'm going to have several cases opened in a single video. So we're going to have a ton of Hour of Devastation. This, of course, I like to do always for my midnight official unsanctioned unboxing. As with any Fat Pack, we have the 10 booster packs. Grundle, Fat Pack Bundle, Grundle. Inside, there's 10 booster packs of the latest set, which is, of course, what we're the most excited about. But for this one, I also want to look what's in the token pack, because I don't think I did that before with Almond Cat, and I feel like I shorted you guys. So we have Adorned Pouncer, Champion of Wits. And now this is nice that they've included these tokens, to be honest with you. You got to give credit where credit is due. We have horse tokens, because with all the token, we've got insect tokens for the gods. With all the token creation in the latest sets, it would be a real P in the A to have to, like, find all of these all the time. So we have real useful, we got zombies, warriors, the plain stuff on the back, cat tokens, and all of that. Then we have the basic land pack. And we have the spin down. Now, I was kind of disappointed with the black on red here. It's kind of hard to read. Maybe gold would have been better. I don't know. What do you think about that spin down? I mean, it's a ticky-tack complaint. That's for sure. I'm not worried too much about the prices in this set. Let's just get into it. Let's just jump into it here and look at some of the cards. I've played a couple pre-releases. That's on the short list for one of the best commons, right? Open Fire, I think. Very, very strong card. Supreme Will, Claim to Fame, Overcome, and Mirage Mirror is our first rare. 3 mana artifact. Mirage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land till end of turn. So very powerful ability. I don't know, maybe Commander. Definitely in draft, pretty strong. Create a second copy of your bomb creature. Very strong. Firebrand Archer is a really fun ability. Pinging your opponent with spells. Makes blue-red spells a little bit better. It makes red-white aggressive decks much better. Ominous Sphinx is very, very good. And we have Wildfire Eternal as our second rare. 4 mana. Zombie Jackal Cleric. That's a 1/4 with Afflict 4. So meaning if it ever gets... Oh, we have a foil mythic in this pack. Unish. Cryosphinx Sovereign. 6 mana foil mythic. 4 mana... So Afflict, by the way, is when it gets blocked, it deals that much damage. So if it's Afflict 2, it deals 2. If it's Afflict 4, it deals 4. So it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. Here we have a foil mythic. 4/4 flying for 4, and Sphinx spells you cast cost 2 less to cast, so Sphinx EDH decks. Whenever the Sovereign or another Sphinx enters the battlefield under your control, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, and opponent separates those cards into 2 piles, put 1 pile in your hand, the other into the graveyard. Here we have a full art land. So we ripped a foil mythic. Was it a foil planeswalker? No. Was it a foil god? No. But you got to respect the odds. The odds of ripping a foil mythic are similar to pulling an invocation. So you just got to, you can't be mad that it maybe wasn't the exact one you wanted. You just got to be happy that you beat the odds, so to speak. Riddle form. And then we have Imminent Doom. Terrible card, maybe an EDH, I don't know. I actually played this in my pre-release. That's how bad my pool was. It's a 3 mana enchantment. So when it comes in the battlefield, it's got 1 token on it. Then when you cast a 1 converted mana cost spell, like a single red, a single white, a 1 mana colorless artifact, then it gets 2. And each time you do that, it deals that much damage to the opponent. So theoretically, you cast a 1 mana spell, it deals 1. A 2 mana, it deals 2. A 3 mana, it deals 3. A 4, it deals 4. But only on that exact amount. So it's very, specific. Blur of Blades, I like this as a combat trick a lot, and at worst, it's a 2-mana shock. Red got a lot more aggressive. Bloodwater Entity, Sifter Worm, Vizier of the True, and Dejuru with Eyes Open. 5-mana Vigilance all lets you search up a Planeswalker. Very strong. I forgot about that. And if a sorcerer deal damage to a Planeswalker you control, prevent 1 of that damage. So, you know, in Super Friends decks, will it see standard play? Unlikely. I mean, we've had Planeswalker tutors before that didn't really see play for that purpose. I mean, it is a creature. It does make your Planeswalkers more resilient, so it's hard to say. Or a Cursed Horde, a Braid, another very powerful spell, Saving Grace, and a Scarab God. Here we go with the gods, another mythic. This Fat Pack's been pretty good. A 5-mana mythic legendary creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Okay, so it comes in, you have none, no big deal. Because for 4 mana, you can exile target creature card from a graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. When it dies, return it to your hand. That ability is really annoying. It's really frustrating in draft. There's only a few spells that exile creatures, and otherwise you have to beat them before they get it out, because it's really hard to work around. Imaginary Threats, Vile Manifestation, Inferno Jet, another. I like burn. Keep the burn coming. Nimble Obstructionist, 3 mana 3/1 flyer with flash, and it also has cycling. And when you cycle it, counter target activated ability or triggered ability. A fun little like stifle type thing, or it's a neat little effect on there. I'm not sure how often that's going to save you or do a lot for you, but it's still pretty interesting. Hope Tender, Crypt of the Eternals, another. Holy cow! This Fat Pack. This Fat Pack has had 3 mythics in it. The Scorpion God. 5 mana. 6/5. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter dies, draw a card. And then you can pay 3, put a 1/1 counter on another creature. When it dies, return it to your hand. Very good. Oppressive in draft, or sealed, or draft. I just played a sealed event yesterday, though, and I went 5-0 without a god. So it's possible. Puncturing Blow, very strong. There's a lot of good removal. Actually, that would deal with a god too, right? Because it exiles it. Manticore Eternal, Steward of Solidarity, Ifnir Dreadlands, and Kefnit's Last Word. A 4-mana sorcery. Gain control of target artifact, creature, or enchantment lands you control don't untap. 2 packs left, but holy cats, this Fat Pack I mean, the mythics. River Happa? Happa's what people call, well, I won't go down that road. Those of you that know what that means know what it means. Rona's Last Stand, double green. Create a 5/4 green snake creature. Your lands don't untap next turn. It's a high price to pay, but it's still a 5/4 for 2. And last pack, and remember, we'll have tons of openings all weekend long. I'd love to hear what you think of the set, what your pulls were. You can tweet me at unsleevedmedia on Twitter. Love to see your pulls there. That's my MTG only Twitter handle. And we have Driven to Despair, a 2-mana. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Very powerful in green. And Despair, until end of turn, creatures you control gain menace, and same ability. Very strong finisher. So overall, that is I would say that's an absurdly good Fat Pack, even if we didn't get like the crazy money, but 2 gods and a foil rare, 2 mythics and a foil mythic out of 10 packs, 30% mythic pull rate. I'd say that's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.